Good evening, everyone. You're watching WCC live coverage of election night in America. Nick along here with my co-host Tucker, and we're here to get you caught up on everything that's happening.
That's right, Nick. Tonight is a big night. We've got reporters on the ground who we'll hear from shortly. For now, let's jump straight into it. The votes are still coming in for the results of the race between Ivanka and Steven. Let's take a look at what happened last week in the final debate. Hello and welcome to the 2018 presidential debate between Anyanka Bolkovich and Steven W. Smith. My name is Tucker Saunders and I'll serve as moderator. Now I'll ask the candidates for their opening statements. We'll start with you, Steven.
My fellow Americans, I am honored for this opportunity to run as President of the United States. I believe, well, I know that together we have the ability to fix our country's biggest problems. With your vote, not only will we do that, but we will accomplish great things and go into the future with hope.
Thank you, Steven. Now let's move on to Ivanka.
America is great land. America is strong, large land. America needs new president. America needs strong president. And I vow to you, my fellow Americans, that with my strength, when the time comes, I can and will wrestle a bear for the well-being of our great country.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to our first subject. Steven, how do you plan to tackle climate change?
We have to have a national effort for the use of renewable energy. Unlike my opponent, who wants to use squirrels to harness wind energy.
No. My opponent misrepresents my position. It would be silly to suggest that simply squirrels alone with such small little rodents could stop climate change by themselves. On the other hand, if we provide each individual squirrel with small, high-tech hamster reels, that might be able to put a dent in things.
Okay, now we'll move on to something else. Anyanka, what is your position with our foreign adversaries like North Korea and Russia?
Oh, that is simple. The Russian people love me. We had great relationship in my time as mayor in Fargo, North Dakota.
Of course, my opponent has good relations with Russia. She is Russian.
That is ridiculous. How dare you? I have birth certificate right here.
Okay, let's take
that
these birth
Sharpie?
certificates out of it.
No.
Steven, let's move on to another question. What do you want to do about jobs for the American people?
Jobs. The thing is, it is very important to me, and I am here to work for the American people. It's important to me that the wages are up. It's important to me that unemployment is low. So I will do everything in my power and in my administration to make sure that those things are good and that this country does well.
And Anyanka, do you have a response to that?
I do have a response. America is strong country for importations. America has long history of importing. So, in order to create jobs, we must import jobs. There are plenty of jobs available in great distant country of Russia. Now, if we import those jobs, import those people, those companies, we can have great economy very, very fast. Strong, like winters.
There she goes with Russia again.
Oh, you're pulling that Russia crap again. Do you need me to
Can't you guys, can you
do you
hear
need me
her
to get my
accent?
birth certificate
You can
out
hear
again?
it,
I
like-
can show you again.
You have a very thick Russian accent.
How dare you? This is accent of my hometown in Vilminch.
Okay,
Feel
let's
what?
stop accusing people of being
Wyoming?
Russians. I think it's time for our closing statements. Steven, you first.
My fellow Americans, in my time going around the nation, I have met with you personally and shaken your hands. And that time that I've gone and met with you, my heart has swelled with love for you and for this country. I am so excited, and I look forward to help you, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to work for you.
And on Yanka?
America, if our president is weak, our country will be weak.
Okay.
Puny Stephen can never protect America like I can. You need strong president who can fight all manner of large and powerful beasts, not like this man and his small, dainty, childlike figure. To demonstrate, I will demonstrate by fighting puny and weak presidential candidate Stephen W. Smith. Come on,
not
come on,
necessary.
let's
I think
go.
Really unprofessional.
All right.
No,
I
this
think
is
we've seen
professional,
enough.
professional fighting.
Thank you for watching,
Let's
everybody,
go,
and
right
have
now.
a
Let's
great
go.
night.
Come on, come on, come on.
Tucker, it looks like Stephen may have struggled to connect to the audience last week. You were there. How do you think that this might affect the results tonight?
Yeah, I agree. I think he was definitely thrown off by the demeanor of Ivanka. I don't think it'll be good for him. According to some exit polls we did, 50% of voters say Stephen didn't show good conflict handling skills.
Well, he certainly appeared to be shaken by Ivanka's bizarre behavior. But do you know what isn't bizarre?
What's that?
Hearing a word from our fantastic sponsor, the Foundation for Fantasy Football Widows. The assailant reportedly fled on a skateboard. Isn't that something? Police are now asking for the public's help identifying the suspect. Now to Jake with sports. Jake, where did he go?
Why can't they ever play like they're supposed to?
I have just received word from the producer. Jake's NFL fantasy team lost yesterday. My goodness. In other news, the Oak Creek fire continues to grow as firefighters struggle with high winds. More than 50 families have
Warning,
been
fantasy football
displaced.
addictions are real and can have serious consequences. Some symptoms may include anxiety, anger, depression, joy, constant nagging from spouse, vomiting, and diarrhea. If any of these symptoms persist, contact your league commissioner to seek guidance.
All right, Nick, so we just saw that from our sponsor. Let's look at some real football scores. I think you've got some for us.
Yeah, the Texans beat the Titans 34-17.
Texans came back 28 points straight to get their 8th straight win.
Unreal. Vikings over the Packers 24-17.
Essentially ending Aaron Rodgers' season with the Packers. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs anymore.
That hurts. The Colts beat the Dolphins 27-24. That's kind of a nail biter.
Yeah, back and forth game. Adam Vinatieri kicks the game-winning field goal as time expires.
What about the Broncos over the Steelers?
That was a crazy game as well. Harris, the defensive tackle, made the game-winning interception at the goal line off of Ben Roethlisberger.
And I guess we can't forget the Saints over the Falcons.
Yeah, the Saints are rolling right now. They beat the Falcons 31-17 for their 10th straight win. So now let's go down to our reporter on the street to get some reaction to what's going on in the debate.
Yeah, I'm here on the streets of Westland, Oregon, and I have a very special guest with me, this special lady I'm going to interview about the election. What do you think about the candidates for this election?
Well, I personally voted for Anyanka. I think she's a pretty strong candidate, both physically and, physically strong. I think Stephen is, he just doesn't have the greatest policies. He doesn't have the greatest strength.
What do you like about his policies?
You know why? I didn't even know he had policies.
Wow. Well, thank you for your time. We have another guy, this wonderful man right here. Goddamn asshole. That guy. This guy.
Well,
Hi.
is this on TV?
Yeah, we're live.
Well, shooky darn. Hi, Mom.
Who did you vote for in this election?
Vote for? Who was running?
You don't know about the election?
Well, I mean, I just can't remember the names. I know it was a chick and a dude. What were the names? Ivanka?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, she was a tough girl. She's real tough. I like her. She's a lot like my ex-wife.
We're good, man. You can get the hell out of here. We are going back to the studio after that great interview.
Thanks, Robert. It's always great to hear that live reaction. But now it's time to hear a word from our other great sponsor, the Coalition for Better Halloween Candy.
Trick or treat.
Oh, look at your costume. Here, take a treat.
Oh, an apple. Thanks.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk to you about a problem that plagues our country every year. Bad Halloween candy. Every Halloween, millions of kids are disappointed as parents hand out terrible treats such as these. So instead of invoking the wrath of the neighborhood kids who have access to toilet paper and eggs and they know where you live, give handing out good candy a try. You know what? You deserve this. You look great. No, I'm gonna tell you. You know, you should be ashamed of yourself. People like you make me sick.
Well, we have a special treat for you this evening, a special report exploring the differences between baby boomers and millennials.
Oh, that's right, Tucker. This is a really exciting opportunity to see some footage caught on the street of an actual exchange between an actual baby boomer and an actual millennial. Can't believe it. Like the debate we just witnessed, this confrontation was bizarre. Frankly, it's at times uncomfortable to watch. And we would just like to warn our younger viewers to cover their eyes and ears during this footage.
That's true, but it reveals something important about the differences in American culture that help breed these heated political debates. We see a baby boomer complaining to a millennial, all while completely ignoring the millennial's seemingly valid complaints.
Ouch. Well, that's enough of us talking about it. Now on to tonight's special report, a baby boomer meets a millennial on a park bench.
Ah, you millennials! Always on your electronics. I bet you'd wither away without them. Man, if you had a job, you wouldn't have time for my book or whatever you're doing.
Please, make yourself at home.
Oh, I'm sorry. My generation respected their elders. I would never have even dared give an old man sass.
You smell funny.
You know what really stinks?
Well, I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
You young guys taking for granted what my generation gave you. All that hard work down the drain. Man, have you ever heard of Vietnam? Richard Nixon? Yeah, I voted for him. Man, jeez. You guys don't even vote. Like it's a big hassle or something. You can't take time away from the internet and your girlfriends.
Were you even in Vietnam?
Ah ha ha, Vietnam.
Well, thanks for your service.
I was a conscientious objector. Do you know what that is? Do I need to explain it?
I vote.
Huh? I can't hear you.
You said kids don't vote. You're wrong.
Do you want a participation trophy for that?
Not the one you're giving out.
That's another thing. This younger generation needs instant gratification. Can't wait for one thing. I was at the store the other day. This young guy behind me, getting all antsy and whatnot, like his pants were on fire. Like he had to get somewhere. I was just talking to the cashier, seeing how her day was going, and he just wanted to rush right and get rung up right in front of me. He was probably getting ready to go to one of those Save the Amazon Rainforest rally. Is that something that you're into?
I wasn't listening.
That's what I thought, you know? I'm not going to talk to the cashier because that's just rude and unproductive. But I mean, what do you know about being productive?
Actually, I work 2 jobs and I go to school.
You want to talk about waiting in line? Ever heard of the oil crisis of 1973?
Well, in one of my classes.
I figured as much. Let me tell you about it.
We interrupt this program for some breaking news. We just received word that all the votes have been tallied, and the winner is, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, is Ivanka has won the 2018 presidential election. We will go to her victory party while she will be giving a speech right now.
Yes! ¡Yo Ivanka! ¡Yo Ivanka! ¡Ya vita! ¡Ya vita! Zjeszczaju wiosanica! Slawasz! Ja Ivanka! Ja vita! I win! I win! Oh, excuse me. My fellow Americans. Oh, my fellow Americans. I would like to let you know that I will bring this country to a better place. I will bring this country to a stronger place. I will bring the country back to the good days of American politics. Back in the days where if somebody said something you didn't like, you would beat them to death on the Senate floor with your own cane. Oh, I promise you, America, we will bring this country into a better time, a better decade. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. Yavigrava!
What a speech from Ivanka. What do you think, Nick?
I'm in shock, as I bet a lot of Americans are right now, quite frankly. That was quite a speech from Ivanka. She's obviously quite passionate about what she is talking about. However, I wonder about her sanity at times. It's pretty questionable, really.
And was she
I just
speaking Russian?
don't understand.
to start that?
I think so. I believe some of it was. Her birth certificate is written with a Sharpie marker. We found out in the last presidential election, so just unbelievable.
Yeah, not sure what's going on, but we've just received word that Steven, the loser, is going to be giving his concession speech right now. Let's switch over there.
Son of a... All right. Ladies and gentlemen, honestly, wow. We lost a lot of money. We had a great run, didn't we? I'm incredibly grateful. How did this actually... Yeah. Come on. Jeffrey, we had our best people on this. Anyway, was it the small arms thing? That's all I want to know. Come on. Raise of hands. Was it the small arms? Did that get you? The small arms just... Okay, we got a couple people. I knew I should have kept that Planet Fitness pass. I freaking knew it. All right. Hey, sleep tight, guys. Yeah, it's been a good run. We're just gonna... I don't know.
Well, it sure has been an incredible couple of weeks leading up to this election night, right, Casey?
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes, it has. And, we're looking forward to seeing Ivanka's first 100 days in office. She'll be having an interview tomorrow with Gary Gergich at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, just after The Simpsons. So for Nick, I'm Tucker, signing off. Sleep tight, America. You'll need it.